Hello everyone, Drudge here. Welcome to a weekly update video. This week they started part one of the Christmas episodes, mini quest series. To start the mini series, and before I get into anything, yes, some of the textures are missing. For some reason, I had to lower the detail or the graphics, and not to mention some textures just still didn't appear for me. There we go. Not sure why, I guess maybe my internet is slow tonight. However, to start the event, all you have to do is go to Burthorpe. There's actually a few locations you can start by going to. There's a Christmas portal in Burthorpe, Lumbridge, Varrock, and Perfidness. So you can go to any one of those to access this. But it's a Christmas cupboard right here. You can select to go right to it. This may take a while. Warning, warning. Oh, well, while this loads, let's go into this. Uh, all you have to do, you could revisit Christmas events from the past, uh, as well as this one. So there's no rule restriction. So you can play the first part today, and and it says the finale is later in the month. So for the first one, it is Frostworld. What you have to do whenever you get, yeah, it's not loading yet. Having real issues with it tonight. Um, yeah, all you have to do when you get inside is you have to talk to Santa, and he will tell you what needs to be done. And then also you get to go to the previous year events. They say about enjoying some of the nostalgia from the past, but also for players who haven't done it yet, you're able to get the rewards from past events. So that's pretty cool. Also, for your festive aura, do remember it is back up and running. If you haven't got it, speak to Juan. Sorry about that. Speak to Juan to get it going. He is in Burthorpe and Varrock. And if you're not sure who he is, when you teleport to Varrock, he'll be in the center of the village at the central water fountain. And for Burthorpe, he is directly north of the Wicked Hood area where you first get that. Okay, and it says also to remember just to have fun. Before we get into the patch notes, the live streams for this week are December 6th at 1700, December the month ahead, and Sliski's Endgame. Friday the 9th at 2100, update preview with Mod Shawnee. Sunday the 11th, 2000 at game time, PVM with Mod Lee. Also, they are having a special giveaway this month. It is you can win a gaming laptop, Premier Club membership, and loads more with this Christmas. Uh, so they put it together competition. The way to enter it is you have to enter. Well, you have to read the competition news post. But there is different ways of doing it. There's a Christmas post bag. But if you click on the competition, it has all the information, sorta. Let's go to the competition facts. Okay, this should have it here. Okay, it says here you don't need Facebook to actually, you don't need a Facebook account to enter. Although, it is on their official Facebook page. If you follow the links through the description, you can get to their competition page, and all you have to do is a few things that it'll actually say on their post. Um, but from what I can see, it is a Razer Blade Stealth laptop, UK layout, 4K to 512 gigabytes. Full spec is available on the website. So that is actually a really good gaming computer. And if you have something better, well, but um, and how they choose a winner and how they'll be contacted is actually just it's listed right here. But it says the email address supplied upon entry is how you get notified. Um, and you can also enter your RuneScape name, and it'll be in your in-game mailbox. So the message entry. Uh, you, After you have received the message, you have 7 days to claim it. If you don't claim it within that time frame, somebody else can claim it, and they'll choose a different winner, and they will claim it. Okay, so now we are off to the patch notes. There's actually not a whole lot for this. Well, there's a decent amount, but there's not a whole lot. Okay, so for graphical, there's a minor issue with the Menifite Ancient Outfit form chat head being has been resolved. Skills D&Ds and minigames. Players will no longer see previously staked players' inventories at dual arenas. The Warmonger has lifted his book burning policy, making it possible to collect Calgarian notes parts or Calgarian notes part 5 on floor 60 as well as 57, 58, and 59. Quest challenges and achievements. The Darkness Effect in Ma's Nightmare is no longer active when leaving the nightmare. Fagora no longer appears in Ghostly Chathead when speaking to him in the memory section of Children of Ma. As part of recent changes to ancient weapons made during the Bounty Hunter update, the lifespan of weapons has increased significantly. While this was intended, the nature of these weapons as spec weapons meant that their lifespan increased to the point of never degrading fully. So they would never have sunk out of the game to protect the long-term value of these items. They will now degrade by 0.5% of their total charge per special attack. Players are now able to take full advantage of Premier Club's Rune Metrics Pro discount. Something if you actually want to look into it. And if anybody's actually interested, I could get the Rune Metrics Pro and dabble in it and show you guys what it's like. Personally, I've never experimented with it yet, other than using it to keep track of my drops. This way, when I'm on a Slayer task, I know it's worth picking up and what not to pick up. So if you guys are interested, I could get it and I'll show you what it's like. Okay, also, Little Tuzzy and Carl Jr. have been moved to the Boss Pets tab and can now be used as familiar overrides. Varog's entry hit is now capped per player at 1250 or 12,500 for normal mode and 14,000 for hard mode. That's a big hit cap. Yeah, that's a pretty big hit cap. Raxor's Web Shield effect no longer carries over to Raxi when switching phases. Healing potions no longer allow players to heal when they're dead. That is kind of weird. Misspelling of receive has been corrected in the Desert Pantheon Aura's messaging. Valuable contributors to the RuneScape Wiki fan site may be awarded with Wikian title. That's actually pretty cool. So you guys who do the wiki stuff, there you go. Last week's hotfixes. Okay, there. I'll just read I won't read the times, but clicking on a banner in the lobby to open an interface in the game no longer causes the system interface, or the same interface, to reopen upon hopping world. An issue that was preventing players from withdrawing bank presets with the Desert Pantheon Aura activated has been fixed. Players now consistently obtain Christmas Piñata loot bags from every Piñata. Players affected by this will find replacement Piñatas in their bank. Reindeer Terror Bird mounts are now delivered on login to players who may not have received them from the Psalm 1 General Store. Foundations for the NXT. Foundations have been laid to support higher resolution textures and normal maps. And an anisotropic filtering option has been added, not supported in compatibility mode. An uncompressed textures option has been added. Various performance optimizations have been made. Mine has tanked, maybe because of my internet. An issue where reflecting objects on water could be partially invisible has been fixed. An issue where trees on the mini-map could cause some parts of the map to become transparent has been fixed. Uh, okay, so here Mod Shiny's talking about the wiki and title, and it's basically it's their way of saying thank you, and it's for people who have been, consistently adding and being consistently helpful with the wiki page. It's not somebody who just goes in, types, something in for a wiki. So you actually have to be, honest, true, and helpful. Alright, well, that'll do it for the patch notes and for the update. For whatever reason, we'll try to get back into this. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've been having such a hard time with RuneScape tonight. Something tells me the internet is just being absolutely horrendous. It is getting colder out, and sometimes I have issues with my internet connection when it gets cold, and it looks like it's doing the same thing as it did earlier, so unfortunately I won't be able to show you the Santa part, but at least you get to experience the full effect without actually seeing any sort of teasers. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.